So the reaction of these aqueous transition metal ion with the sodium hydroxide. So first you have to remember the color of the complex. The aqua complex, like a chromium is violet, iron 2 is green, iron 3 is yellow, cobalt is pink, and aqua and copper is blue. When we add a sodium hydroxide, first what will happen? There will be a green precipitate because of acid-base reaction. Then in excess, what will happen? The precipitate dissolve. So first one was acid-base reaction. The second one is also acid-base reaction. First one, like a complex, was only donating proton, but then it become a chromium hydroxide, and a chromium hydroxide is donating proton. It means when a hydroxide is acting like an acid, what we call that as a amphoteric. So chromium hydroxide, this shows it is amphoteric. But with iron 2, what will happen? It's a green solution initially. When we add a sodium hydroxide, there will be an acid-base reaction. The first reaction. As you can see, like iron is there, losing 2 protons. So it will become copper, iron 2 hydroxide, and a water molecule is there. And that is a precipitate. But when we add an excess, there is no visible change or a no reaction. What this indicates? This indicates that the iron 2 hydroxides are not amphoteric. That is why there is no reaction happen or occur for iron hydroxide. Iron 2 hydroxide. Same thing, if we have a iron 3 solution which is yellow, but when we add a sodium hydroxide, again, it will, as you can see here, when so 3 protons will be lost and it will form iron 3 hydroxide, which will be a brown precipitate. But when we add, and why the brown precipitate? Because of, again, the acid-base reaction, but in excess, there is no change. It means iron 3 hydroxide is also not an amphoteric hydroxide. Then we have a cobalt, which is pink solution. When we add a sodium hydroxide, so what will be the result of this? It will produce a cobalt hydroxide. That is again the acid-base reaction. And then in excess, the precipitate does not dissolve. How non-amphoteric, even though it reacted with the base in the beginning. The hydroxide is non-amphoteric because in the beginning, it was not a hydroxide. In the beginning, what it was a complex with the water. In the beginning, it was a complex of the water. If the initial reaction is because of a complex of a water is donating a proton and OH is accepting. But if the second reaction happen or occur, that indicate that the hydroxide is, because initially it's only a complex, it's not a hydroxide. It's just a complex in a water. Later, when it reacted with the sodium hydroxide, it will become a hydroxide, and then if the hydroxide reacted, this indicates it's an amphoteric hydroxide. Same thing with the cobalt. It will form a blue precipitate because of a cobalt hydroxide and no reaction, so it's not an amphoteric. With a copper, it will form a blue and again no reaction. It also indicates that it is not an amphoteric. Is it clear? Any question or doubt till this point? Then we have a reaction with ammonia. So when we have a reaction with ammonia, like a chromium complex is there, these are the color of the complexes, the aqua complexes. When we add aqueous ammonia, the first reaction is always the acid-base reaction. So all of the first reaction, when it is forming a precipitate, it's an acid-base reaction. But with ammonia, the chromium also dissolve, but that dissolving is not due to the amphoteric nature. That is due to a ligand exchange. Like here, the ligand exchange, like it was a chromium hydroxide, but now it will become a complex with ammonia. Here, the precipitate does not dissolve because it is not there's no ligand exchange happen. This also no ligand exchange. This again a ligand exchange, so the precipitate dissolve. And here also a ligand exchange, so the precipitate dissolve. So with excess of aqueous ammonia, if a precipitate dissolve is due to ligand exchange. But with excess of sodium hydroxide, if the precipitate dissolve, that is due to amphoteric nature of the hydroxide. So this is important thing to remember, that with aqueous ammonia, the nature is. So how we get this NH3? Because first what will happen? It is aqueous ammonia. So example, we have a chromium. It's a complex and it reacted with ammonia. The first reaction is always the acid base. How the first reaction is the acid base? Ammonia is a proton acceptor, and what will happen? The chromium is 3 plus charge is there. So 3 of the water molecule donate the proton. So how this complex is acting? It is acting like an acid because it is donating proton. And ammonia is acting like a base. So what is the result? As a 3 water molecule loses, so Cr, OH, 3 will be there and there will be H2O3, and there is no net charge on the precipitate complex because this is 3 plus, this overall is minus 3, this is 0, so there is 0. Net charge is 0, so this will be a PPT, it will be a green precipitate. That is the first thing happens. So this is always the first reaction with a small amount is acid-base reaction. What about the second reaction? When we have a chromium hydroxide is there and H2O. The second reaction is basically the ligand exchange, like 6 ammonia molecules replaces 3 water molecule and 3 hydroxide molecule. So this will become Cr, NH3 in a bracket 6, and there will be a charge, so it will be a solution. And as a result, 3 OH ions are released, plus 3 water molecules are released. So this will be a solution because there is a net charge. So there is a net charge on the complex. That's why it will be a solution. So this reaction is what? This is not the, like, shows that it is the amphoteric hydroxide. This shows that there is a ligand exchange. So remember, with aqueous ammonia, if the precipitate dissolve, what does it indicate? This indicate that this is a ligand exchange. The first one is always the acid-base reaction. But with sodium hydroxide, if the precipitate dissolve, what does this indicate? This indicate that the precipitates are soluble due to amphoteric nature of a hydroxide. Like this further deprotonate or loses a proton. Is it clear? The color of the complex and the solution. Anyone having a doubt or a question?